You are to take Harold to the Sodor Search and Rescue Centre to be repaired.
Yes, sir.
But, sir, I'm so tall and my floats are so wide. How can I travel by rail? I don't want to bash into things.
Don't worry, Harold. Thomas will be Doc's back engine. He'll keep an eye out to make sure you will fit through any low or narrow gaps.
Now, don't be sad, Harold. We'll get you there in no time.
I know, Doc. I just like being up in the sky. You'll see things differently up there.
As they were travelling along, an idea flew into Thomas's funnel.
Doc, I know how we can make Harold feel better. We can show him all the sights of Sodor from the ground.
That sounds like fun.
But Duck wasn't so keen.
There's only two ways to do things, Thomas. The Great Western Way and the wrong way. The Great Western Way is to go directly and promptly to the Sodor Search and Rescue Centre without dilly-dallying.
And without any fun.
What now?
I'm sorry, Caitlin, but Vickerstown Bridge is closed for maintenance. It won't open again until morning. You must take your passengers back to the station. You will all have to spend the night on the island.
Some of the passengers were very disappointed. But Caitlin liked the idea of spending the night on the island of Sodor.
Oh, sir. I've never spent a night on Sodor before. Can I sleep at Tidmouth Sheds?
Well, I suppose that would be all right. Calm down, Caitlin. I don't know what people get up to on the mainland at this time of night, but on the island of Sodor, people like to get their sleep.
Sorry, sir.
Now, take your passengers back to Kelsthorpe Station calmly and quietly. You must consider others.
Caitlin tried to be calm and quiet as her passengers disembarked. But by the time Caitlin was ready to leave, she was far too excited to remember what the Fat Controller had said to her.
He's the cheeky one. James. His fame had lots of fun. Percy. Pulls a melon time. Gordon. Thunders down the line. Emily. Really knows her stuff. Henry. Toots and huffs and puffs. Edward. Wants to help and share. Toby. Well, let's say he's square. They're two, they're four, they're six, they're eight. Shunting trucks and hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue. They're the really useful crew. All with different roles to play. Round Tidmouth Sheds so far away. Down the hills and round the bays. Thomas and his friends.
Express coming through!
A big stone flew out of one of Paxton's trucks and bashed off Gordon's boiler.
Sorry, Gordon. Are you okay? That stone gave you a nasty thump.
Yes, Paxton, I'm fine. You can't damage a big, strong engine like me so easily.
You should be checked for damage, though, Gordon.
Nonsense. I have to hurry. The express must not be late.
And Gordon hurried on his way without waiting to be checked over. Gordon hadn't gone very far when his boiler began to run dry.
That's funny. I thought I had plenty of water.
Luckily, there was a water tower just ahead.
I'd better stop and fill up again.
But the passengers were not very happy. They didn't want to be late. Gordon hurried on his way as quickly as he could. But he hadn't gone very far when his boiler felt dry again.
I can't keep stopping for water, or I'll be very late.
Looks like I'm going to be first back to the clay pits. See you there, eventually. Ooh. First back to the clay pits, eh? We'll see about that. Last one there's a stinky rubbish truck.
Hey, watch out, Bill! Or is it Ben?
Watch out, Ben. Bill, well, whoever you are.
I'm the best, Bill. No, I'm the best, Ben. Oh, really? Watch this then. I'm the best. I won, and you're the stinky rubbish truck.
Paxton was in the shunting yard picking up some trucks when Toby arrived.
Morning, Toby. How are you?
You'll never guess what happened. Thomas backed into me at the water tower. He got soaked. I'm afraid poor Thomas has lost his puff.
Lost his puff? Oh no, that sounds serious.
Paxton felt terrible.
Thomas, I'm so sorry. I made you be silly and lose your puff.
But
Don't worry, I'll find it for you. Stay here. I'll be back just as soon as I can.
But, Paxton, what are you talking about?
Lost puff, lost puff. What does a lost puff even look like? Aha! There it is!
Paxton thought he'd found Thomas's lost puff. But it turned out to be Gordon, building up a good head of steam as he pulled the express. Paxton did feel silly.
That wasn't Thomas's puff.
One morning, Diesel was shunting some troublesome trucks in the yard.
Now get in line, you silly trucks, and stay still.
Edward had delivered trucks of milk, butter and cheese for Hero to collect.
Right, now it's your turn.
Stop biffing the trucks, Diesel. You're spilling the milk.
It's the only way to get these troublesome trucks to do what you want, Edward. So mind your own business.
A little later, Hero arrived.
Good morning, Diesel. Good morning, trucks.
Oh, Hero, don't be such a Mr. Nice engine. These trucks are nothing but troublesome, and you need to show them who's boss.
No, Diesel. These trucks are no trouble. I am master of the railway.
Hero collected the trucks and puffed away. Most of the engines don't take James's stories too seriously. But Percy found the stories very scary. Especially because Percy often pulled the mail train at night. Sometimes at night, things look scarier than they really are.
And that's when I saw the ghost train.
James, Percy doesn't like your stories.
Well, it's not my fault if Percy's not as brave as I am.
If you're so brave,
Why don't you go out at night and pull the mail train?
Pulling the mail train is a job for a small engine like Percy, not a splendid tender engine like me. It's okay, Thomas. I don't mind pulling the mail train.
If you're really not afraid, James, perhaps you'd like to prove it tonight by pulling the flying kipper for me.
All right, Henry, I shall. I'm not afraid of a few fish.
We'll see, James. We'll see.
Thomas and his friends were making their way back to Tidmouth's sheds. But when they got there, they discovered that the turntable was stuck. It was frozen and it wouldn't turn. The turntable only pointed to one berth, so only one engine could go into the shed.
I should sleep in the shed. It wouldn't be right for me to sleep out in the snow.
I don't want to sleep out in the snow either, Gordon. Snow and ice are not kind to my paintwork.
What about Percy? He has to pull the mail train tonight. He'll need a berth to come back to.
I don't mind, Thomas. I can find another shed to sleep in.
No, Percy. You should sleep here. We can all find other sheds to sleep in, and we should.
The engines all agreed that Percy would sleep at the sheds that night. And the rest of the steamies went to find other sheds to sleep in. They met Flynn coming back from fighting a fire.
Where are you all off to at this time of night?
The turntable is frozen at Tidmouth sheds. We're all looking for somewhere else to sleep. I must find Emily. I must find Emily.
Thomas puffed as hard as he could through the falling snow. But the snow was getting thicker and thicker. And soon, Thomas was well and truly stuck.
Oh, no!
The snow kept falling. It got higher and higher.
Oh, help! I wish I hadn't hidden my snowplow now.
Thomas thought he would be stuck all day and all night. His footplate was frosty and his funnel was freezing.
No one will ever find me here.
Then, Thomas heard some chuffing and puffing.
I wonder who that could be. Emily!
Hello, Thomas.
I'm so pleased to see you.
Thomas, what happened? Are you stuck?
We went to look for you in the shed, but you weren't there.
The Fat Controller looked cross.
Thomas, you were told not to go out without your snowplow.
One day, Harvey was loading flatbeds at Brendam Docks, where the Fat Controller's new engine, Porter, was working. Harvey had never met Porter before, and Porter had never seen a crane engine.
Hey there! You're a really useful engine. Or should I say, you're a really useful crane.
I'm a crane engine, so you can say either, I suppose.
Then I suppose you must be doubly useful. Pleased to meet you. My name's Porter.
A pleasure. My name's Harvey.
Oh, look, Ben. It's Harvey. What's he doing down at the docks? He's probably trying to go fishing, Bill. Better put your hook in the water, Harvey, if you want to catch something.
Oh, they're always teasing like that. Don't mind them, Porter.
I won't.
Then there was trouble.
Oh! Oh! Watch where you're going, Bumpy Boiler. Bumpy Boiler!
Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning, Gator.
Thomas nearly popped a piston when he realised who he'd seen.
Gator?
Yes, it's me. Just delivering some rock salt to the quarry.
Does Percy know you're back?
No, not yet. But please be sure to tell him when you see him.
I will. See you later, Gator. Bust my buffers! Gator's back! Wait till Percy hears the news!
Thomas raced into the shunting yard and found Percy working hard, keeping the trucks in order.
Look out, Thomas. What's the rush?
Percy, you'll never guess who's back on Sodor in time for Christmas.
Who? Is it Santa Claus?
Gator!
Gator? Really? My old friend?
Yes!
This'll be the best Christmas ever. Well, where is he then?
Oh, he had to make a delivery to the quarry.
Thanks, Thomas. Maybe I'll make a delivery to the quarry too.
But you don't have any trucks. What are you going to deliver?
Me!